Hey, here's Joe again, and welcome back to Stasis Bone Totem, where we've just saved Meg and all of us are now safe and secure where no water will drown us, for now. The gloomy ducts coil akin to a snail shell, the interior flooded by thick sheets of wandering dust. Several service pipes ring the chamber's perimeter, depositing air and fuel into escape capsules before plunging into the facility. The perforated grating has drained seawater that's pooled from the vacant tubes. The glow of fluorescent light reveals that the lower room has a function beyond a simple flood chamber. Storage racking has been left bare, either unused or ransacked. The secure locking iris leads to the water overflow chamber below. Access appears to be controlled elsewhere. So we're gonna have someone else control that for us. The squat domed room offers a dry reprieve, though presents little in the way of warmth or any clear path onward. Instead, the structure subtly shifts to and fro as it jostles with ocean current, accompanied by whispers of metallic murmuring. The portal rims are draped with protective sheeting against damage and inconvenience caused by an intruding ocean water brought forth by capsule launches. The tube lies vacant, the capsule having already ejected. This facility was not simply abandoned but evacuated in an anxious haste, so there's no escape pods for us. The absence of functioning escape capsules paints a grim landscape for those who now find themselves stuck within the metallic ocean floor maze, lost and clambering through an abandoned flooding facility. If escape facilities expanded or defective, you've leaped onto the catastrophe long after others clamored to escape it. There's a failed escape. We have an escape pod.
Yeah, it's the escape pods. And big shock, they're all gone.
At least someone got out of here alive.
A single remaining escape capsule has jammed itself shortly after the launch. The interior bulges with strange growths and dusty powders gradually tumble out from the opening, carrying a fetor of honey and spoiled meat.
Wait. Pods aren't all gone. And not everyone escaped.
What do you mean? Someone's alive?
In one of the pods. They're not moving, but I can hear them. Inside. Hello? Can you hear me? Are you hurt? Not gonna be easy. Lock will be pressurized. If you can hear me, I'm gonna try and get you out of there. Just stay calm.
Okay, let's look in. Okay, there's a hand with a tool that we maybe want of him. But we can only do... Okay, we need to like either unstuck these wheels or like block them. But we can't do anything about that for now. And we cannot smash this glass, so we're gonna go ahead and switch back to her. Where we've just found the diving suit and haven't had a look at it yet. The robotic arm specializes in precision maintenance and assembly following pre-encoded procedures and instructions. Bright lights have been left running to aid in the maintenance work, long since left abandoned. We have a diving suit. The self-propelled diving suit is a hybrid of a spacesuit and a submarine that allows for safe exploration of the ocean depths while maintaining exceptional flexibility, agility, and movement. We want that.
Found a suit. Rear thruster looks damaged.
That one's damaged, yeah.
Warning. Shift thrust is removed. Shift thrust maintenance should only be performed by Cayne certified technicians.
According to who?
Okay. A thruster system scaled for human use. Looks like the igniter suffered a malfunction, judging by the flashing red error symbol. can't use that on self. Okay, that one works.
Cayne Systems, biotechnological deep atmosphere environment suit. Systems check. Warning. Suit maintenance required before operation. Warning.
Heating systems damaged or missing. Suit pressure calibration. We need to find the specific atmosphere that we need to put in, like a code. I just pressed open suit. Lungs, coolant, something. Lungs damaged or missing, and thrusters damaged or missing. Okay. But we opened the
Uses
suit.
bio lungs.
Yeah, looks like biofix Mark 3 or 4. They're damaged though. And I think my only way out of here is fixing this thing.
You want to take a biodeus out onto the seafloor?
How hard could it be?
This woman.
Okay. The coolant system needs to be fixed here. The thrusters need to be fixed. The lungs need to be fixed. We have damaged lungs here.
Our lung movements should only be performed by Cayne certified technicians.
Careful with those. Carry disease just like any other organ.
I know how biotech works, Mac.
The material seems made from a stretchable plastic hoisted onto a plastier rib mount. We will need some sophisticated medical equipment to repair this. Can't breathe from these lungs. And this will probably not work, yeah. Okay, it just already said damaged or missing. We need 3 systems to repair this. Good to know. Then we have a terminal over here. Terminal is mostly used for storing images and sending messages. RKSP Workbench version 9.10a. Local JUT. Change wallpaper. To Cayne Corporation. Oh, this... wait, what? Doesn't work, interestingly enough. Okay, we have a personal log that is blocked, but that's probably what we want to look at first. Let's look at the trash. Okay, they found big crabs. Some weird jellyfish. A shark. And this looks like an anglerfish without the lantern thing. Big fish. Okay. And we have more images. That is some kind of underwater vehicle. 2 guys in these suits. Some pipe, which is kind of like these weird pogs that always tend to grow on metal stuff if it's under seawater for a long time. And a vent. Then we also have messages and research. Let's go research. That's one of the suits. Again. Or like that's a bigger one, like a diving bell kind of situation. That's some suit schematics again. And like this looks like these a bit like these biolungs that were in the system of the suit. Welcoming of a Newman to the collective. We are pleased to announce the birth of a Newman, placed in STEM on this very day, Jebediah, the first of his name. And it came to pass that the Nexus was plagued by the presence of one of the 9 who showed contempt for the rules and brought discord to the network with his injudicious conduct. But the church is also merciful and did offer Newman a chance to repent and reform its ways. So let this be a warning for all who dare defy the will of Cayne. The consequences of disrespect and disobedience are severe, and none shall escape the fiery wrath of judgment. But fear not, for even in the darkest of times, Cayne's light shines bright. and those who follow the path of righteousness shall be awarded with a place in the Nexus, where they may thrive and reach their full potential, far from the reach of fiery abysms. Let the light of Cayne shine upon us all. A Numen. Numen is an interesting thing. I have no idea what a Numen is, but we will probably learn more. Alpha Lab construction. Crew complement 9. Decommissioned early archaeological exploration. Established at weird date. Okay, let's go to the personal log. Okay, and this is the PDA of Matt Barton, the maintenance guy for these suits. Happy birthday to me, I'm 90 years old and I don't look a day over 45. It's one of the perks of a pampered life as an organ insurance product. Live Blood Corp at your service. To celebrate, I ordered a Kazu Mazu and washed it down with a Caneur du Sardine. Something with sardines? Live maggots. Okay, live maggots at all. I've always been a loner with a penchant for the good life, even during my time at the La Vita Paradise, which only cost me a kidney. Now my family debt has finally been paid off and the best is yet to come. He was talking to Christian C. Bettergello. Have you had any more run-ins with scrubbers? When I'd go out for pressure tests a few months back, I'd see a swarm every 2 or 3 outings. Now I see one every time I leave the mule. I know they are supposed to be harmless, but I get the impression they're not working correctly. The dive suits I'm servicing show up with electrical burns, and they're deep sea rated and metallic glass and reinforced. I've almost overhauled the Max Ocean M4 diving suit, but several parts still need to be replaced and repaired. Unfortunately, the old components are unsalvageable because they were melted by scrubbers. I wish we had one of those fancy meta replicators Bettergello is always talking about. And not just these duplicator trash buckets. I heard the temple jockeys got one. What a waste. Okay, so in the temple we find a replicator to just create stuff we want. Okay. What a waste. I would print a jubari melon with sliced fugu and sashimi for breakfast, lunch and dinner. With fugu, isn't that the poisonous fish? I've been combing through the old maintenance logs and found a restricted entry referencing Alpha, the first forward operating base. It was decommissioned about a decade ago, well before my time. Apparently it's not just some weird artifacts on the ocean bed, there's a Numen down there, number 3. Cayne decided to leave it trapped at the bottom of the ocean. I find it hard to believe they would abandon a Numen, but here it is in green pixels. Imagine the value of a Numen, dead or alive. Consider my 90-year-old youthful interest peak. If I can navigate a sample collector over the plateau, maybe we can explore the old base. I'll have to rope in Follis to get this sneak and peek. He has access to off-the-books equipment that won't get me shot or quartered, or both. Congratulations on your winning streaks, he says to Robert Follis. On your winning streak last night. I heard you cleaned Matthews out, bust her sample collector like a hornet with roid rage. Listen up, Soul Dog, I need to borrow one of your UAVs for a couple of hours. It's the least you can do after forgetting my birthday. Sometimes I think about the rich prick who got my left kidney, or all my organs. It was my favorite. Of all my organs, it was my favorite. I've always found it funny that some wealthy people want real organs when they can grow, even print perfectly good replicas. They call themselves 100% human. What a bunch of yellow leaf fantasists. I would love to stay 100% human, thank you. But who am I then? I felt like a cow or a brat mare at times, but the pay is too good. Besides, after being genetically paired with a policyholder, you have to emulate their lifestyle to minimize the chances of rejection. Tonight I drown my sorrows in manuka honey drizzled on garlicky elbow white truffles. At least I still have my heart. Heart replicas just aren't the same. They keep ticking even when you're a corpse. Ah, that's what happened to the other guy whose heart is still beating. It's not his heart, it's a replica. The rover excursion to Alpha Base was a bust. A cave-in prevented traditional access, so I squeezed through a fissure, passing some old equipment. Once I was out of the cave and heading for the base entrance, what could only be described as a bloated sea slug with teeth tore the drone to pieces like a hungry man would a sous vide butter poached lobster. I ran this operation in the black. Follis is going to go ballistic on my ass. 2 new amendments. Hey, the scrubbers that maintain the graphene hull of the domes A through E seem to be multiplying. I know they are bioengineered not to breed, but I'm certain there are more of them every day. A scrubber orgy would be a thing to behold. I know some crew are fond of the blue electric light show they put on, but I suspect these critters are dangerous. I request an immediate catch and catalogue of the swarm. Cayne's sake. The mule is in chaos. Yvette was hit by a stray bullet, which completely tore off part of her head. Oh, that Yvette is the girlfriend of the captain above. That's the reason why he didn't leave the thing. And Bernie's ribs were knocked in. I saw a rover at the bulwark during my sneak and peek. It may come in handy. We stopped the base kill order. Follis simulated the vet, then killed the hardline between the mule and DS-15. I cut the data tether to deep sea simultaneously, and he nuked the uplink. I don't know how long the ruse will last. Hopefully long enough to get us for us to get topside. We're heading back to the mule now. I would die for a dollop of almost caviar on saltine cracker. And then voice logs. The bell returned as scheduled, but headed oceanside only after only 10 minutes. I hope some of the crew escaped. The bell requires at least one occupant to ascend, and sure as shit was us in there. I mostly made it back, Robert. The scrubbers made it I mostly made it back. Robert. The scrubbers made it a suit al dente. I almost knocked on dive re-entry, trying to get away from them, but these electro-squibs caused a power surge on the moon pool's iris door. That's a moon pool below that door. Interesting. Alas, there has been no rescue. I smell the ghastly aromatic stench of rotting onions, like a putrid lobster bisque. We should have now read everything here. No idea why that doesn't work. That might be a code that we have to enter, but we didn't find anything in the PDA to suggest as such. There's some remains. The wretched remains of a diving suit and its occupant, vital fluids having long since bled out from the rendered torso.
Charlie, what the hell?
There's another thruster.
It's, a dive suit. Looks like. Cut in half.
Cut down here.
Yeah, so is the person inside it. Where the hell are you?
Looks like a dive suit bay. Oh god, there's another body here. Gonna keep looking. Maybe there's a way out, or a way to help you.
Be careful.
What is you? Do we have anything? We don't have anything yet. Okay, we can cut the coolant out of here at some point. That's an igniter. It's an excellent working order. Okay, that's an igniter. Looks like the igniter suffered a malfunction, judging. Okay, he will. Okay, let's first look around with her. Can we ignite that? No. Can we biolungs that? No. Okay. Can you ignite yourself? No. Okay. I'm gonna look around further because there's still these maps. Half the maps seem to detail ancient landmasses of eons past. Okay, these are weird landmasses. Oh, that's America. No, it isn't. I'm looking wrong. That's not America. I was like, yeah, Florida, Mexico, Caribbean, South America, but it's completely distorted here. Like this island here. Oh, maybe if the trench breaks, but I don't think so. That's okay. Whatever. There's nothing useful here. Ah, we see another one of these things. These discs. We saw that in chapter 1. Okay. So we're done here. Next thing is I want to find out. Here two closed vents that I wanted to look at. Because he opened the vents, it said, like, open maintenance vent. The question is, did he just open the vent that Mac needed, or did he open another vent when he opened that one? And the other option is this guy. And this is now open. Okay. A new room. A stasis pod. Okay. One of a few stasis pods within the room, though this one lies empty, its previous occupant having already been disgorged and placed onto the surgery table. The surgery procedures are supplied by a steady supply of stasis-stored human stock. While several have perished within their sepulchre, it seems a far preferable demise than the horror on the table. And this is basically where... Was it Cayne or Stasis 1? In one of them, we were one of these stasis pod replacement part humans, and we awoke because of some malfunction, because everything was derelict. A blue medical tarp has been stretched around the module's walls and underneath its flooring.
This is not a good place to play. It smells wrong. Like dead things.
Ever wonder what the point was of putting olfactory sensors on a toy?
Maybe because it makes him more real.
You are either real or you're not.
You're right, Mose. I'm sorry.
It makes him feel more real. This body floats in stasis containment, contorted but created by half a dozen umbilical cables and haloed by interior lights. Deaf and blind to the horror in which it now incubates, the form invokes some degree of envy for the peace in which it slumbers. The mottle's skin has the complexion of spoiled milk and has begun to loosen itself from its carcass. Drifting sheets of dermal matter expose foamy pellet flesh as internals begin to soften, approaching the consistency and coloring of apricot jam. Seared with alerted finality, either due to a security lockdown or a containment breach beyond, or both. The occupant has grown bloated, the face a crumbled expression of a newborn tasting sourness. The frumbled, pale body appears weathered and torn like overly worked wet clay, and clouds of dark fluid hang suspended in the stasis fluid. I love this game. Oh! Didn't want to go to the next room.
You are in product storage, a restricted area.
This looks exactly like Cayne, I think. The only sound in the room is the hiss of static from the monitors. Their flickering light illuminates the leather chair, the cracks in its surface evident even beneath the shroud of dust that covers it. The grated panels would allow for fluids to drain as new bodies are hauled from the pods, likely drenched in stasis fluid, sloughing off like mucus. Instead, an acidic odor of chemical adhesive clings to the grating. Why is that two things? These chairs oddly familiar, well-worn leather surfaces cracked, showing its age. The room's atmosphere is still and frigid. The equipment management terminals are smeared with dark, sticky, congealed substance. Inside the stasis pods, a row of corpses hang like grotesque puppets, tangled in the pipes and wires that had once provided life, no more than a lifeless troop of dead husks. Terminally sealed, the glare drew a symbol indicating either lockdown or malfunction. Why is this room existing? Do we get another weird pickup collectible? Yes, we have. Okay. It's in here. The inheritance switch. I don't think we need to collect all of them for anything. Okay. Stasis pod controls for different stasis pods.
Hello, I am Moses.
Volunteer pods. What were they doing here?
You know the answer to that. If they were here by their own accord, they were paying off debts to Cayne. If.
Occupant, subject Boland P, blood AB-6 male, age 42, 1,300 days in stasis. Shutdown, life support terminated.
May their minds find the Nexus.
Why? Why did I just kill him? Okay, kill the next guy. While we're at it. Defreitas M. 0 minus. Male. Age 8. 833 days in stasis. Shut down.
These are in pain.
These are in pain and I'm saving them. That is an 8-year-old boy that I just killed. And we have a 32-year-old lady that we can kill.
These
Shut her down.
suffer. It is painful.
K Salmon. Okay, we just killed all the stasis spots. Okay, let's go inside here. Okay. The dog-made surgery apparatus continues to perform a set task, undeterred by the chaos around it. The unit subject has been carved out repeatedly, its spinal column ground to paste, funneling blood and depositing meaty scraps onto absent receptors. I love this game. I just cannot stress that enough. This gory stuff, I kind of like it and it's weird. Okay, let's get stuff off the body here. Oh. 7145, and we'll be able to get stuff there. Maybe 7145, this guy. Okay, he's still moving. Great. Okay, we have to do something there. I mean, we would want his lungs, but they are completely out of order. And dog-made control. Dog-made system active. Laminectomy procedure has been on for a while now. Preparation. Select manufacturer preset. Biofix. Biogen medical operation. Genomics group. Isaac Farver engineering. Hoofing specialized. Make biofix because I want them to fix him so that we can take the lungs later. Appendectomy, carotid endarterectomy, cholecystectomy, coronary artery bypass, hemorrhoidectomy, no. Hysterectomy, no. Radical mastectomy, colectomy, something with the lung. Okay, something with the lung. Yeah, fix the lung. Huh?
I do not like this, Charlie Mac. Everything is slimy. This is a dangerous place.
I know, sweetheart. But I need those lungs. If you can repair them. Can you try?
I am brave and strong.
This operation requires spinal fluid. So we need spinal fluid. Ah, okay, that's why that interaction point was there, but we cannot get the spinal fluid from this one. We can, though, get the spinal fluid from this guy. Nope, there's no spine to get spinal fluid from. But good thinking, I think. Okay, we have one last room to check. There's a lot going on here.
Charlie, Hope's favourite.
Favorite what?
A shark. Hope's favorite animal.
It is lovely.
Decaying shark.
You are in Aquarium H1.
The decaying corpse of a shark, its leaking effluents polluting the tank liquid with thick clumps of cloudy bile. There's a fucking lot going on, oh my god. Glimpses of cabling suggest that the lurid blue padding protects fragile electronics and equipment against damp and water damage. PDA, great. Another 20 minutes down the drain. What's going on my phone now? Okay. A shark. An empty tank. A jellyfish. A fleshy jellyfish oscillates to unseen currents. Let's go that way. Slender spidery limbs twirl and gently dance in time to the creature's wobbling core. This one's broken, this tank. This module is a chamber of aquatic defilement where numerous fish have been subjected to torturous and invasive procedures. Sickly light emanates out from sordid containment tanks, while the odor of damp and dead fish radiates from the floor. There's a monster. A gargantuan eel-like monstrosity lies suspended in water, its clouded eyes and statuesque stillness evidence of death long since welcomed. A thick throng of cabling vomits out of the slack maw before snaking towards a port on the far wall, while a dozen wires run the length of its form and puncture into its cranium. And some water leaks from the tanks. I think we had that already. Okay, we have a security bay. Enter employee ID code 7154.
Security system access granted.
Charlie
It's
Mac.
the corpse next body.
Mac, look at this.
Looks like a rover. Big one.
That could be our way out of here. Where is this, Moses?
I can show you.
Transmitting target coordinates.
Okay. Yeah, so that's not far. On the seabed. I can make it there.
Seems like a big risk.
Well, that's our reality right now.
1 degree Celsius is fine. 999844. (911-844). Yeah, that's a lot of clicking. 999844. (999-844). Okay, that one's good. Oh, we see a different picture now. Interesting. At the bulwark. Via Moonpool. Okay. Good. What else do we have here? We have a terminal and a shark. The ogreish man-eater lies vivisected, its rendered flank a petri dish of jutting fungal growth, distressed organs drenched in pus-drained blood, twitch in time with cabling forced down the creature's throat, trapping it in perpetual nightmarish life.
Hopes favor it. Cold. It no longer breathes.
That harpoon. Be careful, Bear. It's explosive tipped.
My Mac.
I want that harpoon. A frozen coil. If you put this in snow, would it make ice cream? What are you talking about? Don't even know what we need the coil for now. A terminal. Oh god, another terminal. Okay. Oh, we see a face of somebody probably dead. A face of another person probably dead with a syringe. And that weird other thing. And we have images. Okay. Some hand, but with a lot of weird flesh around it. Some weird growth on the skin. Ugh. And more ugh. Nice. A shark. That's the shark that's lying right there. And a red jellyfish. No entries found in messages. Okay. And can't change the wallpaper here. Okay. Tis Basegant is here. Okay. We read about that guy. So this is probably T's PDA. Let's read that. Yeah, that's his. Oh, and we see his face. Okay, we've seen that on the pictures too. Okay. On behalf of the Shoka board, I congratulate you on your speedy recovery and brand new lungs, liver and upper intestine, lower intestine, stomach and kidneys. You made a fantastic choice going with your premium Biofix range. That's why I knew, like, Biofix has its name mean fixing bio stuff. But this is where we could have gotten the clue that we need to use Biofix for lung fixing. Okay. Did you know that Biofix has been rated #1 in Japan for 6 years running? We're even using them in the oxygen system in the mule dive suits, and that's green on black. Due to the cost of these items, you have been upgraded to Debt Band 1. You will be pleased to know that we could take your family's gross income as collateral. They have been transferred to Titan and given positions as hard labor specialists. Once your debt has been paid, they will be free to hand in their notice should they wish. Great. I was raised at a salmon hatchery on Luna. According to my mother, I've wanted to be a marine biologist since I was 5. I'm not the best swimmer, but I've gotten to know marine life intimately through books and laboratory research. My obsession with bloodthirsty man-eaters spurred me to seek a post at this facility. Working with great minds like Dr. Kubilius is an added perk. From Lelila van Wiek. Tease, do you realize you lost 70% of your blood in the attack? Count your blessings, dude. I hope you take this as a sign to stop your crazy solo outings. What if you get hurt again? What if security finds out? I dragged your ass back to the mule this time, but I can always be there for you. I know you're worried about your family, dude, but there are other ways to help them. Talk to me. We'll figure it out together. It's easy for her to tell me to stop. Her dad is rich. Meanwhile, my family is shipping away at rocks. From the Mule Supervisory Board. Mr. Basegant. The board has seen fit to approve your request for the specimen to be placed into your care, in light of your unique connection with the creature. However, we are aware of the unexploded speargun shaft and request that you proceed with extreme caution. Management wants to know how this species survives at such depths, and you are to report your findings directly to Dr. Atlas Moon. To Dr. Lake Kubilius. Dr. Kubilius, I apologize if I interrupted you during a sensitive moment yesterday. I just wanted to tell you that I'm a huge fan of your work. Your thesis on memory-coded RNA was an inspiration to me. Could you spare me a few moments of your time when you're feeling better? I'd love to show you the research I'm working on. Of course, it's nothing as revolutionary as yours. Still, there's something strange about the fauna down here. Something more than can be accounted for by the extreme conditions. You ever wonder what the Omega Boys are doing? Well, it's biowarfare, or something like that. I retrieved a sample from the corpse of one of the Omega Lab products before it was cremated. Do you know about the microbe's behavior towards genetic structure? I'm forwarding a copy of my report and the partial genome. With deepest admiration, Tease. Tease, I heard you're back at the aquarium. We should talk. I've kept Jaws on ice, but it's still alive, and I will keep it that way until I have extracted every ounce of sweet revenge. That's the shark that tore his lower half out, I think. Kubilius. Come on, I know you read these messages. I know you at least see them. Well, I found it. The microbe is in the shark, pulling apart its genetic structure and molding it back together like putty, just like it did with those Omega corpses. This species shouldn't even exist, but she is neither dead nor alive here. The microbe must be endemic to this region. It appears to form a symbiotic relationship with other organisms in the ecosystem, so everything is a little infected. There's something else too, additional genomic information that PS-139 brings with it. I can't quite understand it yet, but I'm getting close. I've been testing my PS-139 extract on the deep sleepers in the adjacent lab. Put the microbe with holy dust and a little MDMA. I even put them out of stasis for a few minutes to get as much info as possible. Moon's Pet Product 64545A3 was particularly violent, so I gave her a little extra juice and a surprise critter cocktail. Yeah, I'm breaking the law, but I'm all in now. I've ordered 6 more. Hopefully I get some adult products this time. For now I'm using holy dust only, no MDMA. It provides the perfect neural delivery agent. From the supervisory board. I'm writing to you on behalf of the board to hereby order a halt to any further excursions using Cayne Corporation equipment or time. While the board appreciates your enthusiasm, it sees little value in your current research. Therefore, it does not deem the risk to Cayne property justified. I would also remind you that your family is several months behind on debt repayment. Speaking personally, I am shocked at your recklessness. Cayne has graciously made you a better man, and this smacks of ingratitude. In parting, I offer some advice. Next time you have a great idea, disregard it. Look at your duty list and go back to work. Not shared hallucinations, memories. Memories from previous PS-139 hosts, all of them connected through a neural mycelium network. Imagine the entertainment value of this shit. Test subjects. I need more test subjects. Oh god, they have a like hive mind mycelium thing. Like a mycelium is fungus, basically. Interesting. Lester, you old salt dog. Come join me for a little holy dust tonight after your shift ends. Keep it on the down low. I'm keeping up appearances, letting them think I'm crazy. In an insane world, a sane man must appear totally bonkers. I slipped a bit of my magic dust to Correa while he was recovering in the medbay. He will be my control subject. After Lester survived my experiment, I decided to try the distilled PS-139 RNA extract on myself. Idiot! My personal microdosing is proving fruitful. The process induces a waking dream that can only be described as a shared neural network of images, sounds, and emotions. I've managed to limit the duration of the experience to a few seconds, and damn, it was right. I swear I touched God. The world melted into a Van Gogh painting, and I joined a metamorphosed reality of a million minds screaming together. Milford lasted an hour. He's not doing well. Request for financial compensation for private research. A copy of my results is enclosed as proof of concept. These findings are going to revolutionize the entertainment industry. I know that your hands are firmly up the ass of every drug dealer from Cape to Cairo. It would be a grant if we could all benefit. Do you think I'm a fool? I know about the tumor, Cubilius. I got it out of Milford. The coward told me you're the reason it hasn't been removed. Why would that be? I looked up to you. Maybe I'm a fool, but only for that. Congratulations. Due to the sensitive and unconventional nature of research and your blatant disregard for procedure, it has been decided that a more experienced project lead is needed to oversee the next phase of trials. We do not recognize private research. You will turn over all relevant data to Dr. Yamada's team upon their arrival. Hand over my research. I've paid the price in my flesh and blood. Now they need to reciprocate. Starting with you, Gallagher. I am releasing holy dust and aerolized PS-139 into the events so that everyone can see God. I've called up an old contact topside. They're sending a courier in a week. Looking forward to setting on a sunny beach, collecting my 20%. You are all scientists. You must understand that suffering is essential to progress. I only recently grasped this, but now I am free. And he released the stuff and infected everyone. Okay, there's a freaking lot going on here. First of all, we haven't been with you this episode. You have no other interaction points than this. Okay. You're first of all getting all the stuff. Get your... No! He doesn't want to use his own stuff? Whatever. The damaged igniter needs to be ripped off.
Rust got into this igniter. Twisting it just right got the thruster working.
I can hear a rattling noise inside when I shake it. This is beyond repairable, even for Charlie. Why do we have it, though? I don't think you can rip this apart. Yeah, makes no sense. Then back to her. Get all the stuff. So the igniter and the thruster without igniter get combined.
Good thing these thrusters are modular. Just put in a new igniter and there we are.
Good is relatively new. Well, maybe more used for a few months and less than the ideal conditions new. The point is it's working again. Bam. What? And all of a sudden it works. She tested it. Now she has a hole in her body. Do not test thrusters on oneself. Okay. Got it. Okay, so her fluids are also not the right thing to put in there. Whatever, the repaired thruster goes there.
Suit thrust is replaced. Suit thrust is operating within established parameters.
Okay, both of them working now. We have the right atmosphere. We still need a heating system and lungs. Do you have a body where we can go for the spinal fluids? No. Frozen coil, also not here. Damage igniter. No. Don't know how to break through that. Otherwise, you have nothing more to interact with. The coil and the igniter. Just because it's oh, yeah, frozen. I'm an idiot. If something's frozen, we can unfreeze it. A heated coil. Brute force endothermic reaction, likely broke over a dozen health and safety regulations, but one can't argue with the effect. Does that fix that? No. Okay. What do we need a heated coil for? Probably for the coolant over here. Not for the coolant over here. This will probably go unheated in a second. He has no other bodies to interact with or something. He has only this capsule. I don't think anything works here. That this would be stupid. And this will probably not work. And he didn't want to use that on self or that. Okay. Can't use that here. Can't you? Yeah, would be surprising if we could use anything here. Okay. So not with him. So Moses has the next step. Thawing the shark with the heated coil. And
Hope's
it's alive.
favorite is alive?
Good God.
Hope's favorite is alive.
Mose, get away from that.
Explosive tipped harpoon. How did the big fish have this inside? Was it hungry? What do we need that for? What do we want to explode? I'm just trying to kill everybody first, because I know that this use on self works to kill that oneself. It's good, okay. We wanna boom. We wanna boom this. No? We wanna take
Spear
the tip off.
meets explosive harpoon. And we've got something for cutting and blowing stuff up. Two of my favorite pastimes.
A dangerous surprise in a conveniently small package. Finally, something I feel a bit more at home with. Combine this with an ignition source and it's party time. Combine this with an ignition. Okay, with that one. A real mean poker. It looks like it would deal as much damage coming out as would going in. In here. In yourself. And eat the explosive. Okay. So the spear tip doesn't work here. She needs the spear tip here. First of all, we want to use this and this on Seth. No, okay. Some coolant. The contained solution looks designed to cool and regulate body temperature as long as it's plugged into a matching suit. Try to kill themselves. I don't think the bear can kill itself with coolant, but the boy mech can. Got no face anymore. Oh my god, that coolant is super crazy. Why would you even try that? And it's like, there's no reason to give it to him. Interesting that they've hidden it there. Okay, we can give the coolant back to the suit.
Killing John replaced not accepted. You're operating within established parameters.
Oh, I need to pee again. That's so bad. Okay, lungs are still missing. We need... we have an explosive without ignition. I want to... This looks like an ignition. Combine
Old
that.
thruster was useless on the dive suit, but works just fine as an explosive timer.
Waste not, want not, Charlie.
An improvised explosive, which we give to him. Okay, let's try to explode ourselves. I don't think anybody is stupid enough for that. I need to pee so badly. But what we're actually doing is we're gonna explode this with this.
Guys, heads up. I'm about to blow this lock.
Loud noises.
Oh, yeah. Yeah! What the hell was that?
I didn't see. What happened?
It's like some kind of giant fucking insect.
It looked like
Language,
it.
Mac.
It blew out of the escape pod. Ran right by me.
Would you prefer it stuck around?
Okay, there's a PDA and this escape pod. I need to pee so badly. I'll see you in a second. Okay, so we got a PDA. Let's read it from this guy that was inside that capture. Ah, that's Moon. Atlas Moon. Yeah. So, has it been 5 years already? I've been down here for so long that I've forgotten how the sun feels on my skin. My ocular implants are malfunctioning again. I really must stop procrastinating and get them checked out. Corporate offered to do a complete ocular transplant, but I refused. Being blind from birth has its benefits. My visual memory isn't clouded by manipulation and interpretation. This is not a disability, but a blessing in the land of the deceived. Dr. Kobelius has further tuned my bionics to interface with the deep sleepers, so I can keep them under observation 24/7. An unseen bonus is that once I'm connected to their limbic system, I can access their emotions. I find catharsis in reliving their lives and seeing the world as they did when they walked free among the flock. I've loved before many years ago. She always saw the best in me, my Diana. I keep telling myself not to obsess over the products, but I just can't help it. I am particularly fond of the De Freitas family. Corporate acquired them 2 years ago and they were shuffled around a lot before coming here. One moment on a trip to Mars, another Shanghai to the bottom of the ocean. My favorite is Product Something. She has magnificent emotions, so passionate and raw. Her dreams are fascinating. Appreciating her emotional range doesn't make me less culpable for her desecration, but it does make me make the work more enjoyable. I really need to look back at Cayne to see whether this is the main person of Cayne, the first game they made. I'm pleased to report that the isolation in cell cultures using immunofluorescent-based analytical procedures and nucleic acid determination molecular approaches has proven successful in detecting and identifying the PS139 strain in the historical samples. You're writing that to the board? And it's nice that you write all that stuff, but as a scientist, you should know that not everybody knows your fancy language. You can say this to your lab colleagues, but you should say, we have detected and identified the PS139 strain in the historical samples found at this relic place. But no, you're writing nonsense basically for everybody who doesn't understand that. I understand that, but I'm a scientist myself. Okay. It was a Muir poker night and I won big again. Perhaps that they sense my loneliness? I really hope they're not letting me win. Dr. Moon, my report is attached for you per usual. The stasis spots of the 3 projects I requested for study have just arrived. I will begin my observations post haste. A new name, Drismian Hairfist. I'm wrecked with guilt. Who knows where these projects were headed when they were procured. Now they linger here in eternal sleep, poked and prodded in the name of scientific progress and profit. Their autonomy was disregarded and their rights and their bodies were violated. The other employees in these labs are under the illusion these people volunteered. Their ignorance is appalling, or they may know the truth and choose not to dwell on it. In the old days we would have done the PS139 research off-world, but since the resurrection of the Father, who can stop us? Who would dare to question the company and by extension the church? I overthink everything. Enough, Moon. Your guilt changes nothing. I knew she was special when I first connected with that project, Lucid Dreams. I'm going to name her Diana. This must be the protagonist of Cayne. The deep sleepers are kept in stasis, so they remain fresh and compliant. We seldom wake them We seldom wake them unless an experiment or treatment requires it. Products are never allowed to leave, but maybe, just maybe, I have enough clout with corporate to change this policy. I'm sure PS139 is an ancient organism that remained dormant for a long time owing to the cold temperatures and water pressure. Now in the warmth of the Muir lab, we are resurrecting it. Hairfest and his team are proceeding with human testing after the Omega Base incident, even having observed PS139's necrotic effects. The company sees dollar signs, while I see a dearth of humanity. But what can I do? I've made up my mind. Whatever response I get from Shoka, I'm setting these people free. Notice to Muir's senior staff. Need to know only. Report to your personal EV for immediate evacuation. Base lockdown in progress. Black Ops team en route. She was informed that the Black Ops team was coming. Okay. Quarantine has been unexpectedly painful, but it provides the perfect cover to set Diana free. My personal EV is primed and ready for us. We'll be out of here in 5 minutes. Then we can start our new life together. Okay, so no, she's not the protagonist of Cayne. Okay. Sorry for all this nonsense. No, this is the monster that's... Okay, this Diana is the monster that's going around that we're gonna have to fight at some point. Okay. Help, the EV jammed and something is wrong with Diana. She has something growing inside of her. Okay. Okay, so this is the doctor and the insect that was crawling out is Diana.
Cayne's reign.
You said they were alive.
Well, I thought they were.
Did that thing burst out of her?
Or feeding on her. Or...
Someone there. Someone actually there.
Using all added to active channels.
They were using this body suit radio. That's what I heard.
Someone there? Or more dreams. In the haze.
Who is this? Are you part of the research team? Are you Cayne?
Black. Dark. Can't see. Can't move. Explosions.
Are you hurt? Are you okay?
The haze. The pain.
He's rambling. We should try and find him.
Find him? What for? You remember the guy upstairs? All these other bodies? Who says he isn't the one running around doing it?
And if he isn't, he could help us. Maybe he knows a way out of here.
We know a way out of here. We don't need
Haze in the
him.
dark.
Unless he is in the rover.
I am here. And nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going a
I
bit
don't
over
think it's
time
gonna
with
be
this
much help.
episode. Sorry. There's apparently nothing we can do here. We found an acetylene torch. Even if we don't find any juice for this, it still makes for an excellent eye gouging device. Why do we need to gouge an eye out? There's nothing else here. The only other thing she has is this, but I think we're done with these remnants. Looks like it. So the only other remnants we have is here. Are we done with this? We might be. We might be. Are we done with the security bay? I don't remember what we found there. Ah, this is for that. Okay. For those coordinates. Okay. So the only other... He had a lot of stuff still going on, yeah? He needs that those spinal fluids. Can we look at these still? These are all dead. Can you use this on any of these? I don't think those were interactable at any point. And this is where the game will continue. He'll open that door for the next part of the chapter. Okay. Nothing here. Okay. Okay. Doesn't work. So the only other thing we have is that one more body. We need spinal fluids. And the only thing I can think of is this corpse that we still haven't figured out anything to do with. It's there. Okay. Open the rib cage and take the spinal fluid from this living thing. Good. And then we go over there. Yeah, through. Let's take this minute to do this. Yeah. Proceed. And they're repairing the bio-lungs. And we can take the repaired lungs. Fun bags. Gonna give them to him. Use them. Tear them apart. No. So to her. I think we need the acetylene torch for something else. Okay. I think this is the last part of the suit. Yeah, I'm basically only missing the lungs, yes? We have the right atmosphere. Yeah, we're only missing the lungs. Okay. So, this is the perfect place to stop the episode. We're going to proceed to the next part of chapter 2 or to the next chapter. We don't know yet, but there's still closed doors and we're sectioned off, so we might have like a chapter 2 part 2 or a chapter 3 coming up as soon as I insert these lungs in the suit and start using it to get to the rover. Have a nice day and see you tomorrow with that.